Right when we as a whole suspected the possibility of a Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford super battle was dead, things have taken a sensational bend. Saudi boxing boss His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh, after beforehand pulling out his proposal for the standoff, has had a shift in perspective. The new turn came not long after Canelo's most recent triumph over Edgar Banga, reigniting trust for the great conflict. Once more, following Canelo's predominant execution against Edgar Berlanga, today the adventure went off in a strange direction. Canelo demonstrated why he is viewed as truly outstanding in the game, clobbering Berlanga and winning by consistent choice. The success, set apart by a severe third-round knockdown, restored Canelo's strength and set online entertainment earning similarly, as fans commended Canelo's most recent victory. Alec and Crawford were seen watching UFC 36 at the Las Vegas Circle, not excessively far from the T-versatile field where Canelo's battle had occurred. Spot out of nowhere, Crawford took to Instagram Live close by Al Sheikh to reignite discusses a confrontation with Canelo. The cooperation was surprising, however, it quickly got the notice of fans. "Yo, Turkey, let them know we will go for Canelo next," Crawford said during the live stream. Al Sheikh burned through no time in concurring, answering with, "Yes, we should go. Canelo, come on, we are prepared." Crawford, showing his certainty, added, "You heard it from him, just put me in the game." Canelo Crawford, the greatest battle in boxing. The narrative of this potential battle has been a harsh ride for the most recent few months. In 2023, Al Sheikh, executive of Saudi Arabia's overall diversion authority, had focused on organizing a fantasy match between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. The two men, two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in present-day history, had fans discussing the chance. The battle appeared to be at the highest point of Al Sheikh's list of things to get, and dealings purportedly started. However, at that point, correspondence between Canelo's camp and Al Sheikh separated. It was a gigantic blow for battle fans, as the proposition was unexpectedly removed. Al Sheikh communicated his dissatisfaction, noticing that Canelo was not keen on pushing ahead. His choice to quit chasing after the battle was subsequently affirmed through virtual entertainment, where he reported plans to zero in on different fighters and, surprisingly, indicated steering Crawford somewhere unexpected. "My response to Turkey is this: yesterday they text me and say we can discuss the battle in August 2024. Al Sheikh composed via web-based entertainment. "I chose to dismiss the Canelo battle as I don't need it any longer. Rather, I will zero in on greater battles, particularly for the legend Crawford." This assertion appeared to be last. Fans were left frustrated, contemplating whether they could at any point see Canelo and Crawford share the ring. The strain didn't stop there. Canelo Alvarez before long answered Al Sheikh's public assertions, guaranteeing that he could have done without the manner in which the Saudi boss carried on with work. "I simply take a gander at a Canelo like he can be bested. He's been beat previously. So he certainly Boo got the devices to beat him. I mean, Boo got it in him. He has it in him." This comment set off one more round of warm trades, and things got individual rapidly. Al Sheikh terminated back with his own sharp remarks. "I heard that Canelo said that he regards me, yet could do without the manner in which we carry on with work." Al Sheikh tweeted in light of Canelo's remarks concerning him regarding me, "It doesn't make any difference to me on the off chance that he does or not concerning the manner in which I do business. I have any idea why he could do without it, since I just objective enormous battles at fair cost, so obviously anybody who loves simple battles won't really care for that." Yet again, the strain kept on raising as Alec addressed Canelo's 2022 misfortune to Dimitri Bivol, recommending that Canelo had been staying away from harder rivals, since Al Sheikh blamed Canelo for searching for simpler battles, while keeping away from greater difficulties like Crawford and David Benavidez. Additionally, "I'm not the person who's anxious about battling Benavidez or Crawford," Al Sheikh wrote in his tweet subsequently. "I realize he was burning through our time and making pardons with enormous measures of cash that can't be paid, so I'm proceeding with my method for making large battles that serve the boxing scene, and he's en route to making simple show, just battles." This hit at Canelo's selection of rivals caused swells in the boxing scene. Canelo's allies protected their boss, while pundits started to address whether Al Sheikh's words held some reality. The possibility of Canelo keeping away from troublesome battles appeared to be probably not going to many, considering his history of confronting extreme rivals. Still, the allegations made a story of incomplete business among Canelo and the Saudi confining advertiser. This unexpected change tone from Al Sheikh was astounding, given his prior explanations after openly reducing most, if not all, connection with Canelo only weeks earlier. For what reason was he now so anxious to reignite the battle conversations? The response probably lies in a blend of desire and self-image for Alec, the port chance to advance what might be perhaps of the greatest battle in boxing. History is too huge to even think about missing. The competition among Crawford and Canelo isn't just a skirmish of abilities, yet additionally a conflict of inheritances. The two contenders are considered among the best of their age, and a confrontation between them would be out and out memorable. Allos. Schick's objective of making monstrous worldwide boxing occasions assumes a vital part in his choice to seek after the battle. In the meantime, Crawford, who has proactively established his place as one of boxing's legends, is anxious to take on the greatest test that anyone could hope to find. With his new triumphs and new title at a fourth weight division, Crawford is eager for more. Canelo addresses a definitive test, and Crawford realizes that a triumph over the Mexican Wiz would set his status as one of the best warriors ever. Regardless of a lull, Crawford's public get down on the battle actually faces a few difficulties. Canelo's camp presently can't seem to answer straightforwardly to the re-established offer, and the past breakdown in exchanges proposes that the different sides have more work to do before an arrangement can be struck. Canelo's forthcoming plans likewise muddle the matter. New off his success against Berlanga, Canelo might be hoping to shield his titles against different challengers prior to considering Crawford. There's additionally whether or not Canelo will haggle with Alec after public volatile, particularly given his past reactions of the Saudi advertiser's business approach. Anyway, the magnificence of such a gigantic battle may at last demonstrate compelling the expected payday, and the opportunity to dole out the retribution unequivocally could carry the two camps to the arranging table. Anyway, it's at of late that Canelo Alvarez clarified that he's not keen on battling Terence Crawford, and as per him, the battle was never something he searched out. Alvarez sent areas of strength for it to His Excellency Turki, Alec Canelo's position. He didn't request the battle, and he couldn't care less about Turkey's revenue in it. This declaration came after talks spread about a potential Uber battle among Alvarez and the destined to be 37-year-old Crawford. For fans, it appeared as though a fantasy matchup. Crawford has been on a hot streak, and a battle against Canelo might have supported his heritage, yet Al demands that it's not something he's been searching for. Canelo claims the thought for the battle came completely from Crawford's side. He accepts that Crawford is pushing for the battle to get a significant payday, not to solidify his inheritance, as Crawford's camp proposes. I was messaged yesterday about a possible battle against Crawford in February, said Canelo. He clarified that his emphasis was on the battle with Edgar Berlanga, which happened today. Crawford needs to battle Teofimo first, and afterward, we'll see. Alvarez expressed, responding to Turkey proclamation, that he's not generally keen on coordinating the battle between the two heroes. According to Canelo's viewpoint, Crawford is pursuing a major payout, which Alvarez accepts is the principal reason the battle continues coming up. I'm not requesting that battle. Crawford needs to make that battle since it's a payday. Clearly, I don't need that battle, Alvarez underlined. He even ventured to recommend that Teofimo Lopez merits the battle more than Crawford. Canelo's message was obtuse and pretentious, supporting that he cares very little about confronting Crawford, except if certain circumstances are met. It's muddled whether Canelo was completely focused on Crawford battling Teofimo, yet he appeared to suggest that it's something Crawford ought to consider. His Excellency Turki, Alec, known for assembling prominent matches, shouldn't experience a lot of difficulty coordinating a Crawford-Teofimo session, assuming the two contenders are intrigued. Teofimo Lopez has been vocal of late, basically asking for a battle against Crawford. He's in any event able to climb to 154 pounds to get it going anyway. Crawford has shown little interest in battling Teofimo on the grounds that the payday wouldn't be close to as large as a battle against Canelo or a portion of the other top-level names in boxing. For Crawford, the Canelo quarrel is over something other than heritage. It's tied in with getting one of the greatest checks of his profession. Canelo repeated that he never requested to battle Crawford, and that the possibility of the match was altogether Crawford's a lie in his eyes. It was anything but a major misfortune that Turkey was not generally keen on making the battle, since it was never on his radar. Alvarez accepted that Crawford ought to adhere to warriors in or around his own weight class, as opposed to pursuing a payday in a division where he's rarely contended. In the event that Crawford is significant turning around, Canelo Alvarez clarified that he would have to show off his abilities at 168 pounds by battling and beating a portion of the top names in the division. Canelo referenced David Ben and David Morrell as two names that Crawford ought to think about confronting if he has any desire to be treated in a serious way. Yet, as Alvarez brought up, Crawford isn't battling those folks in light of the fact that the gamble of losing is too high. Alvarez attacked Crawford's new execution taking note of that Crawford couldn't even beat 4-pounder Israel Madamu without contention.